Hi everyone, today this is going to be the true part 1 of making two LEGO Star Wars Imperial Star Destroyers together. I have another video that I did first of doing the panels, the side parts, and everything else, mainly the shell and the neck of the bridge for this set. And I kind of reverse engineered this whole thing to show you how to build it. And I think I'm going to have this video be paid. I'm not sure. We'll see when I get there. But I guess we can just start off with this portion and then just go back as we get there and just do one section at a time, because these are a little more tedious. There's more to it than just the panels. So I guess we can just start here. So I only had to split this video up because it was way too long in the first place and it just kind of became a lot. So this front section is all just connected up to here. So we're going to take this front section apart here. I'm trying to figure out the best way to take this apart. I guess we can start here. It's going to be a little bit difficult. So we'll just start with this whole section. So we take off these first. And there's one on either side. And then we can go here and take these portions off, which is just one of these pieces. And then one of these, and then a 3x. And it's just opposite for the other side. And then we can go to this next section. So we just need the higher stands. And there's this. It's pretty simple, just 4 pieces. This, a 2x4, and one of the bricks that has an attachment for these, so like this. And that will just sit right in the middle there. Next we have a 1x6 here, which is on the left. Then we have a 1x10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, a 1x10 to the right of it. And then behind that is a 1x12. So that's 2 studs longer, and that just fills in this section here. Next, we have 4 of these 1x5 tiles, and those all go right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And next, we have these 2 black grill pieces that sit on the back 2 studs of this piece right here. And we can actually start taking this off. So we have these slope pieces that are on the edge here, and these turn pieces, which you see commonly in a lot of sets. And it's the exact same build as the Lego set itself. So I have one of these pieces here that connects. This is the piece that's under it, and then just 2 of these connected however you like, as long as it has this shape to it. And that's also the same on the other side as well. The exact same build, just flipped. Next, we have just this front section here, which is a 2x4 that connects everything. And now we can take off this whole section. So that just rips off the top of this. And underneath is a 1x12, or sorry, a 2x12 and a 2x6 and a 1x2. And then every single piece that was stickered in the instructions will be put on a sticker in this set and be used. So every single one of these is used. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All 8 are used. And on top of here, when it's connected to here, you're gonna have a 2-stud gap, and you're gonna have a 2x8 piece that we can remove. Then you're gonna have another one of those right underneath it to the left, 2 studs. And then you're gonna have a 2x16, I believe, dark gray plate. And then underneath that, you're going to have one of these. I'm not sure what every piece is called, but they're pretty self-explanatory. Then a 1x2, sorry, and then a 2x4 piece as well. And then with this main portion, you're going to build this exactly the same as it was, except for a few minor differences. This is not even attached. You're not going to press it in fully. You are going to let it sit like this. This is how it's going to attach correctly, and so it gets the right angle, which is a little bit odd, but it does work for this set. And this whole section right here is just 2 of these. These are the black ones that have a pin and then a hole in it. So one there, and then we have 2 of these. We'll put that to the side, connected to it, which are the this Technic pin. There are 2 of those, and those connect to, 2 of these. They are the 4 pin ones, 2 normal pins and 2 Technic pins with the spiky ones, I guess. 2 of those connected like that, and those will be connected here. And then between that, you have this, make or model, I guess, this combination of 3 pieces, which we can take apart now to get, see, it's 1 red of those. And then you're gonna have this piece, which there's a lot of in the set. Just make sure it's the gray one. And then this one right here, which is just a common axle piece. I'm pretty sure there isn't that many in the set, but there is a few. Next, for this one, all you have to do is just place them in whichever order you like this. And you just keep going. And this is a 2x6. This is a 2x2. And it just goes all the way down. And it does connect up to there. Then there is also another 2x6. And then right here is a 2x3 brick. And then we have the smaller slope piece, or I guess not slope piece, but like a higher piece in black. So we can take these off, the top parts. And then underneath of this is also, I believe, a 2x12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A 2x12 piece that goes all the way underneath like that. Underneath here, we have a 2x6. We can take this piece off, which is, I believe there's only a few of these in the set, like maybe 2 in total. And then we have this front section, which has a 2x1, which will just sit on the front. Then, and then we have this front section here, which is just 2 of these rods. Well, not 2 of these rods, but 2 of these connector pieces. We have 1 of the black rods, which is the same throughout the entire set. There's a ton of these in there. They're all the same. And then we're going to have this piece with 2 of these stacked on top of each other as well. And that is this front section. For the rest of the front section, we have 2 of these very large gray Technic rods, which we're going to show in a second. Let me just pull this back section off really quick. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to pull it off, but just so I can show you this section. Okay, so for this section, what you're going to do, there's a little bit more. There's also this red Technic rod, which you will place in the back here on these studs. So these are connected like this. So there are a pin on the third one. So these, let's just get this straight. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 long. There's 2 of them. And on the third one, on both sides, there is 1 black Technic piece holding them together. Then 3 more in, there are 2 blue ones, and then 1 more in the center. In the very middle, there is 1 black one facing this way. And then you can also have 2 of these gray pieces and attach these if you like, just to add more details to the inside, and that just sits like this. And that red piece connects to the bottom here and the top on here. That's that section. Right here, you just have these little control panels using these 4 pieces, and it's a very simple build. You just put the stickers on them. There's 2 of them, and they just sit 1 stud out like that. And then the boxes that I removed can kind of just be placed in any way. So this is kind of how it would sit. I just put the boxes under there. It doesn't really matter where they go. You can just put whatever you want inside of them. That's not like actual pieces. Next, we can go more towards this front section, remove that. And we have this whole front bit that we hopefully can remove. Not quite yet, but we'll start, I guess, in this front section here. So in this front section, we'll just ignore that for now. There are 2 of these that are sitting on the last stud of here. And those are connected to these, which is the front bit. And it's connected like this. It's this connection, and it'll just sit here and here. Next, we have 2 more that will also sit on the last 3 here. And it will have 1 of these pieces on the front of it on the last 2 studs, and that is the flipped on the other side as well. So we can take that one off. And then in the middle, there is this front section right here. You're going to place pieces like this. The grill's there, that there. Flipped on the other side as well. And then you're going to do a simple 2x2s. You're going to place them on the edge, and then you're going to place 2 underneath it to sit in between this section like that. Next, you're going to have a little more weird connection. We'll start here in the back, where you're going to make this type of connection. It is a 2x4, one of the hinge pieces, and one of the red pieces this is going to be how it looks on this side, and that's just going to sit in this edge right here, and it's just flipped again on the other side, just the opposite side, just the opposite direction, I guess. And there is a 2x8 in the center here. If we can pull that off. Here is the 2x8, and we can just put that to the side. That just sits in the center. And next we just have to look at this section right here. We just have, I'm just trying to make this as modular as possible. We can push this out, and this little section will go like this. So it just has these pieces again on that. This is the side full of studs, and that's just how that connects, and that'll sit under here, the two studs under there. And then here we have another simple connection. We have these sitting on two 2x4s like that. And again, on the other side as well. And then we can go to the underside of this really quickly. So here's a quick view of the underside of this. And there are two of these and one 1x4 on either side. And we can just take those off as well. So the 1x4 there can be taken off. And then you can also see just how the pieces are laid out as well. And again, we can take off both of the 1x4s and these bricks. They again are seated on the top of the thirds. So almost every single one of these will be on all three of those front studs. And again, we can just take these off. So both of those fronts can come off. And then we can just start with this section. This section cannot be removed yet because this is here and that needs to be taken off. So for right now, we're just gonna lift this up. This is all connected to there, and we can just take this whole section off. So this whole section is going to be sitting 4 studs from here. And there's one stud dip here and a gap there. We can lift this up for now. We will get there too in a second. But first, we're going to look at this section. There are 2 chairs here that are placed at the end of this line, like there, before that slope comes in. And then we just have 2 really large plates here in the center that we can just take off. So to do that, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but we got to do some underside damage to this. So on the underside of this, there is a 1x, I believe, 16, 4, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, this is a 1x12, and that just sits right here. And then we can take off this piece right here, which just sits, again, 3 in front of that one. So the front 3 studs are going to be there, and that's the same on the other side. Then there is a 2x3 here, and one of those there, and then flipped on the opposite side as well. And then there are 2 of these plates, which are 4x8s. So there's 2 of those that sit in the center. And then there are 2 4x4s that will sit right between these 2 right here in the center as well. Remove those. Now we can flip this back over, put that down, and we can take this front section off. So this front section consists of these large tiles, and we can take these off. I'm trying not to break the entire thing. So these can come off, and these are just separated. These are sitting like this. So if we take just those 2 off, everything is going to sit like so. So these are just connected here and here, like that. And we can take that off, and that's how it's going to look underneath. There is a 8x4 plates here that we can also remove. That's just sitting underneath it. And these are going to be sitting on the front 2 studs here and here and here and here. And this section is also comprised of 2 of these. One of these that just sits on the edge before the 2. Same on the opposite side. In the dead center, there are a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lawn. One of these, 10 lawn, I guess, brick with holes. And then there is a 6 one with holes on each side. And if you flip that around, it's the exact same, except that they're just flipped. So you have a 10 here and a 6 here, and then a 6 here and a 10 here. And then there's a 2x6 on top of that. 1 here, 1 here. And then underneath that, there is also 2 1x6s facing inward like this. Towards the ship, you can just take those off like that. 3, 6. And then facing inward towards the ship, you have, this is outward towards the front. You have a technic pin here on either end, and you go 3 in, and then there's another one on the 4th one in. And then when you go here, there should be a stud here, but there isn't. There's one here. There's one pin here, and then towards the inside of the ship, you have a middle pin there. And we can take that apart. So that's what it looks like on the inside of that. And then this whole back section, we have these pieces are just, again, connected by the 3s. There's one of these just sitting on the one there. We take both of those off. Then there's these plates, which we can take off, which are sitting on some 4x8s as well. So we can take both of those off, if I can get there, sorry. So we can just take that off, and that is sitting the plates like this on the underside, like here in that direction. So those are there. Then we can move again here and here. Let me just try to do one section at a time. It keeps breaking on me. So again, we can take off both of these on this side as well. And then there are, again, these there, that here, that piece there. And then we have a little section here that is on both sides as well. You have on the opposite side, we have both of these that I can just place in there. You can do whatever you want with the interior. I recommend doing it last. You have the pieces remaining. If you'd like to do anything different, both of these I just placed in there. And then in the middle, in this section right here, I placed one of these there and one of these here. These are the 14 ones. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Sorry, there's 16 long. And on the front of them, on 3 up, there is a 2x3 piece. And that will just sit right about here, right there, when it connects to that point there. So you can take all of that off. Next, let's just get to this midsection right here while we're there. And this will be the end of this video for part number 1. Part 2 is already out on my channel if you want to take a look at that. Goodbye.